Hey guys, welcome back to Hollow Knight.
Wow, I don't even have to LP the game anymore. This is great.
Hey!
So yeah, just out of abruptness, we came in from, what was it, Fungal Core, and for taking that path, we got a heart container and filled out a new health container. But yeah, now after what, 16 episodes, we're finally here doing this legit. And
We're being too legit to quit.
yeah, that timestamp there, yeah, Deepnest is that friggin' huge.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of the 3 endgame segments. Well, yeah, endgame, basically.
Well, even Cornifer's creeped out of this place.
An interesting note about this, you could find Cornifer in 2 places depending on where you enter Deepnest from. Since this was the first place I entered in by mistake, he spawned here and just kind of stayed here. Yeah, they're gonna chill here. I hope you're doing alright.
I don't really want to make a map of this place. This place sucks.
Buddy, I'll leave it to you. You could just have my map for 20 bucks. I'm outie.
There's something innately creepy about pits full of swarms of things that are trying to eat you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like about the design of this game, is that, a lot of stuff is contextual. Like, in other areas we had acid pits, we had spike pits. Here we just have a pit of crawling somethings.
Reminds me of Peter Jackson's King Kong.
I don't think I saw that one. Is that the one with Jack Black, or is that one of the newer ones?
That's the one with Jack Black, yeah.
Yeah, I don't...
It's got that scene where they fall into a canyon, and the canyon's full of giant bug swarms, and it's probably the worst scene in the entire thing because it's so creepy.
Yeah. Also, I gotta turn down the audio on my end because I forgot how loud this level gets.
Guess who's gonna show Wang that scene after this?
Oh yeah. I don't know, when I think of like a massive crawling bugs, I'm mainly reminded of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Like, not really as extreme,
well,
but...
That was more goofy because he was just like, oh, giant spider! And Short Round was there, it was great.
Was it? I'm thinking of the one where, oh, what the hell's the woman's name? She had a really dumb name that I can't remember. God, this is gonna bug me for the rest of the video, but the female...
Temple Doom is the one with Kali Ma.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the best one.
So yeah, it had Short Round in it.
Mm-hmm. But the female lead kind of like... I think she tries to push a rock and then she kind of looks at her hands just covered in like millipedes and stuff and she freaks out. Winnie's her name. I think it's Winnie.
Yeah. The funny thing is apparently Steven Spielberg hates that one, but it's like one of my favorites.
It's probably the best one.
It's so goofy.
It's just so delightfully camp. Like at the beginning of the thing, they're like, I guess we won't have to tell you about the antidote to the poison you just drank.
And it was the source of the "we are going to die" frown.
Yeah, that's really good.
So anyway, Hollow Knight.
Yeah, Deepnest is unfortunate that since it's so huge, there's a lot of sprawling level design to where, while there is some cool stuff in here like boss fights and unique upgrades and plot, it's kind of bogged down by all of the nothing. One thing I did want to bring up...
I did want to point out the fact that before we lose on the Indiana Jones thing, we are exploring a dungeon in a Indiana Jones-esque way.
Indiana
so
George.
I think there should be a picture of Hollow Knight with the hat.
Yeah, I'll be sure to find it. Like, people call this hat a fedora, but is it really one?
No, I don't think it's a fedora.
It's not a trilby either.
An Indiana Jones hat.
Yeah, I know Adam Savage from Mythbusters has that. So, on that point, one thing I really like about Deepnest is that it's a dark area with creatures that don't exactly, you know, hunt actively. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of ambush predators and a lot of traps, which is, you know, cool because it further goes into the whole bug biome thing.
I also like how they're establishing these giant creatures to tell you, hey, Deepnest was dug by these things.
Oh yeah. Like, sure, things live here, but they didn't make it. And I honestly don't like this part because this is one of the many victims of sound pollution here. Like, you will just hear those guys forever and nothing else.
Well, I mean, I can't think it fits because I guess you're supposed to get the sense that this place is horrible.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because, I mean, even when you walked in, the first thing we saw are piles of corpses full of nails, which is just like, oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah. Deepnest is so wild and disturbing that the mantises actively make it their job to fight these guys off.
It's too bad we couldn't make a mantis buddy. Like, one that actually talked.
That'd be cool, though. Nice little surprise here. Halfway through the level, they give you a hot spring.
That's pretty cool. They let you fall into the unknown, which is a safe zone.
I lied, that wasn't halfway through. That was a third through.
Lying in an LP.
Oh, yeah. It's not like I didn't...
Fooled you all for 5 seconds.
It's not like I recorded this a month and a half ago and completely forgot about it because I got work. Also, check this shit out.
Baka. That was unusual.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of shambling versions of old enemies here. And if you kill them, they become spiders because the spiders grew up in their body.
So spiders are parasitic in this world.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't falling for that shit. Oh, I guess it is a good one.
So this is like...
That's too easy.
This is kind of a ridiculous secret. I know somebody was complaining to me about how we do way too many Dark Souls comparisons here. But this is effectively the entrance to the Ashen Lake. Also, things are gonna get strange.
Are you serious that someone would complain about things we talk about during an LP? Come on.
I mean, I do kind of agree that we've gone a whole hog into the whole Dark Souls thing, but it's emergent conversation.
To be fair, I played that game. I haven't played that one, so of course I'm gonna make the comparison.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a concern, and I take all concerns to heart.
I wish one of them just said, "I'm dead."
That'd be great. Just the most worthless, like, psychic blade. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we are leading up to a boss fight, and unfortunately, in between the time of all these recordings and now, the new content of the game has come out. One of the things that would definitely help here is nail transportation, where you set a waypoint and then you can teleport to that waypoint. The other one is that apparently the boss we're approaching got super buff, and I don't get to show that off.
I just noticed my comment of one of them saying, "I'm dead," and then one of them saying, "You're dead?" is kind of hilarious.
Well, I mean, we got halfway there. There's something about dead. But yeah, despite the boss we're about to see being kinda easy, I really enjoy the concept. Especially with the build-up.
Baby, come back. Oh.
Darling!
Senpai!
Kai!
But yeah, I ended up getting that I'm dead thing because while I was doing Walla for this one show, we kept on joking because we kept on playing characters that are getting killed. So every now and then I would just yell, "I'm dead!" every time I got killed.
Oh, by the way, this is gonna be the best boss intro probably in the game. I love it so much.
Spooky. Spooky.
I just love how kind of fucked up it is. So, Nosk, before the update, he's kind of stupid. All he does is jump and then run. That's it, which is a super letdown when you see the boss intro.
I mean, he is super fast.
I'm also gonna learn that, Ground Slam, while I've been enjoying the use of it, it's not really effective for him.
He seems to run out of the range of it or jump away before it really, truly impacts.
That's exactly it.
You're having a hard time dodging that one.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be cool and it's not working.
Wang, you should know better.
I know, I keep trying, but it's never gonna happen.
I just want to be cool.
We'll retitle the stream, we'll retitle the LP thread, "I Can Never Be Cool, Let's Play Hollow Knight." God, that'd be terrible.
Or just call this thread, are stalactites or stalagmites the cool ones? Welcome to the Hollow Knight LP. Got a new helmet.
I'm not gonna use that helmet, it's broken. But I do like looking in the background, you can see very familiar victims. Oh well.
Zote, no!
I would laugh so hard if Zote was here. Just in the background here going...
Just moving around the web. Hey, get back here!
It's bullshit! But by doing this, we actually get upgrade material. However,
Is this an optional boss?
entirely optional if you want to just, beat the game. If you want to 100% though, you better get your butt down here.
Well, now that I'm watching as a 100% run, I'm kind of curious how many of the bosses are quote-unquote canon because they're part of the you have to fight them sort of thing.
That's a really good question. Like, I really wouldn't consider... I've never thought of this. Because, like...
I mean, I would imagine, like, that one Hornet Girl probably is a canon fight you have to have.
Yes, she is a pivotal main character.
But, and obviously False Knight because he's the first one.
Yeah.
You saw that coming.
I don't know, like, I've been playing a lot of games lately with, like, bullet hell aspects, and I've come to realize, man, I really suck at just avoiding bullets.
That was a hell of a lesson to learn in Barbie's Dream Car Adventure.
Yeah. Ken just comes up and shoots me in the face. Ugh.
Also known as a bullet hell. Wouldn't that be the most confusing thing? Hey, Barbie, dodge this!
Just an unveiling of projectiles as Barbie has to avoid that to go shopping. I really hope someone in the thread makes this as just sort of a gag. That'd be awesome. Just the
oh my god, it's the purse I want, but I gotta dodge all these other purses.
That'd be like some weird mix of like Barbie and this old PS2 game I played once upon a time called State of Emergency. Now, granted, that game's not a bullet hell to begin with at all, but it's the only like setting where I could see Barbie dodging bullets.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party! As just bullets start flying.
And yeah, given how huge Deepnest is, there's a lot of these little buggers here.
So maybe the one who trapped him here is from Deepnest.
That'd be interesting, but no. We will actually learn about who trapped these guys in episode 19.
But as the map guy, I mean, if anything, just making maps would give him good places to put people. Oh, I hear him.
Yeah, the moment I heard him, I was like, ah, damn it, okay. Fine.
Zurioho.
So on the note of Zote, it's kind of obvious to anyone who played it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it. One of the two boss fights from the new content is Zote the Mighty. And not like the one you fight in-game, but like an idealized version. And that's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen on the planet. It's so good.
I hope he's just legitimately just super powerful.
He is, in the dumbest way possible. Like, I died several times because I just went into a laughing fit. If you fulfill certain conditions, the optional fight with Zote the Mighty in the new content, he can one-shot you.
Wow.
Granted, they are some of the most ridiculous conditions on the planet, but it can happen, and that's just really funny to me.
It's like Glass Joe. I mean, he can beat you, but you'll probably just laugh or feel bad about it later.
Just, drinking your sorrows away like I lost to Zote the Mighty. So there is an achievement in this game for letting Zote die, because if you're a terrible person, you would do that. And the way to do that is either the first time you meet him, just, peace out, and then come back. Or at about here, if you just, peace out, beat the circumstances, and come back, you'll see his helmet lying on the ground. And then you get the achievement.
I can say what I do appreciate about Zote is that it's not. It's obvious that he believes his own hype. It's not one of those ones who makes up his own hype in the back of his mind, going, "I had to get out of here." It's, "I am a badass."
Yeah, that's why I like Zote. Not only does he have like accidental nuggets of wisdom, he's legitimately a hilarious character because he earnestly believes he's a badass.
I can see how you can miss a lot of the extra stuff around here. So it does seem very maze-like.
It is labyrinthine.
What kind of magic spell to use?
I don't think... God,
Just Bowie Bug walking across the wall.
that'd be rad. But I don't think I've actually seen all of Labyrinth. I just saw the one scene with the song.
You should watch the whole thing. It's very entertaining.
Yep. Also, on actual talk of the game, if I had done Kloth's story correctly, she would actually appear here and be all and just, you know, talk about her usual stuff. But since we saw her at a ancient basin, this is the area we skipped.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Someone might get mad if we talk about Labyrinth. I'm sorry. Oh shit!
Wait,
There's something up there?
I believe that's a drop-down area from another zone. Now, this is gonna be a weird area because somewhere around this part of the video, I want to say within the next 1 to 2 minutes, I'm gonna equip a trinket that's gonna make this this run of the area way more interesting than it should be.
I misread that as trammy as opposed to tramway, and I was like, that sounds way too cute considering the look
Failed
of this place.
trammy.
Failed trammy. The tram doesn't work. Poor trammy.
Damn it. Every time.
There just needs to be an edit of every time you fall on the spikes, so it's just like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
I did have ideas for a lot of things. Like, there is one specific thing that I want to see if I could get a couple people to voice act. And it's not them Hunters General. My god, no. That'd be awful. Like, I still gotta organize that stuff, and I think I know a couple people that'd be willing to do it.
I read there was actually a plushie of Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
I have a bigger question. Is there a plush of Zote the Mighty?
No, but I should talk to the heads of Fangamer and talk about that. Though I do gotta,
Zote the plushie.
though I do gotta admit, the Hollow Knight plushie doesn't look great at all. None of the merchandise really does. Like, the thing about Fangamer, like, they used to be very simplistic things. However, they kind of over-design their stuff now, and I don't like it.
Oh, it's high sense an optional fight.
Oh yeah. Let's test our strength in jolly PvP. So I forget what boss you mentioned was a bit like Death.
Oh no, this guy's dead. Look at this.
Yep. I want to say Symphony in a Night Death? I don't remember which
Yeah.
one has the spinning scythe as part of like his gimmick, because I'm
Pretty much everyone I've played has had it.
like, I know he has a bunch that spawn them, but I don't remember one where I remember there's one like this. I don't remember which one, and I'm actually not a big Castlevania fan. I only like Ecclesia, Symphony in a Night in a very vague sense, and oh, there was one more that I've played before, but I can't remember what. I want to say 3, but I actually never played that.
The one I played the most was Aria of Sorrow. Wow, that was clutch.
Yep. This kind of shows how the game always conveniently manages to hit you if you heal mid-boss fight. And
You are having trouble avoiding that.
Oh yeah.
shit.
Like, this is one of the boss fights I have a lot of trouble with, just because, as I mentioned before, I have a hard time tracking projectiles.
It's, well, what I would do in this fight is, considering the predictable pattern of the actual moving boss, it's probably better if you keep an eye on the spinning blade, and then if within your peripheral the boss comes in your line of sight, then you just strike at him.
Well, my idea is kind of different, because I'm going to equip a new trinket and show it off. This is the glowing wound. We got this last video. Also kind
Is it
of...
a boy or a girl?
We'll see in a minute.
It's a glow.
It's the power of the glow. Damn it, I did it again.
Stop it.
So I like this trinket a lot. Because watch what happens.
Hello.
So,
What beautiful children.
glowing womb, produces children of yourself that are very suicidal. They will kamikaze bomb any enemy to death. Some enemies actually even die before they could explode. It's kind of weird.
God, I would keep that one just equipped all the time.
I wouldn't because A, the projectiles are automatic. You cannot control it. B, they drain your soul.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So it's a very good thing for boss fights, not good for exploration, as I don't take into consideration. But it is a really cool trinket. It's one of those trinkets that I say vastly changes the gameplay of this game. And I wish there was more unique things like this. There are certainly some, but not a lot to, like, make, say, you know, glowing womb playthroughs of the game. But yeah, I'm mainly doing this because I was thinking a lot of the problem I had with this is that I was busy retreating and not actually, you know, fighting the boss. So why not have people fight for me?
Also, big question for this big guy here. If you're the strongest fighter and of all the bugs, why are you dead?
I guess we could ask the same to Iron Tarkus. But then again, we know why he died. He's clumsy.
Gravity.
Yeah.
I prefer calling him Iron Tookus.
Well, that's an outright lie. But yeah, I'd imagine this is a very easy boss fight for some people, but I don't know. When I was recording this, I was... Ugh. I have no excuse, I just kind of sucked.
I was just...
I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it.
You weren't really feeling it.
Also, I noticed something really weird here. My stupid little children are chasing the projectiles and not the boss.
Hey, some children are smarter than others. I mean, they say don't pick favorites, but come on, we all do it.
Don't pick favorites unless you only have one.
Unless you're Cersei Lannister. Oh, my dick! Oh!
This guy's story is really weird because if you look at his dialogue, he doesn't realize that he's dead. Sorry, dude. He absolutely forgot. Getting the sword.
You're not the strongest, you're just the strongest in your delusion.
I believe 700 is the next milestone for the Moth Lady.
It said inspect on his body.
It would just say the corpse of a fallen warrior, and I do inspect after I get this thing. Which is funny because the bug... It's kind of funny because my bug dudes just go straight for them.
Delicious.
Also, I could have dropped down that middle path, but I don't know why I did that. Yep, just the body of a fallen warrior. Now, here's a bad habit that I tend to have when playing any video game at all. Whenever I equip anything... What?
Quitting before you save.
Yes. That's actually become a problem on my streams to the point where people give me pennies just to say, hey, save, idiot. But yeah, whenever I play games, I usually don't hyper-specialize anything. I just equip stuff and go. Which is gonna be bad in this circumstance because I'm not gonna have healing for a lot of this level. Can you guess why?
Because you're too busy giving birth to babbies?
Yes. And that actually becomes quite a huge problem later on.
How Hollow Knight become Pregante.
Why can't Hollow Knight crawl? What the hell is happening here, guys? What are you doing?
They're having a ball.
I mean, I know exactly what they're doing, but come on, guys. We gotta...
This is what we do to prevent from eating our father.
Rubbing yourself on a dead corpse? Okay. Damn it.
Oh, come on. And what I do like is you touch the spike and it only got rid of one of your temporary healths.
Mm-hmm. That's why the, that's kind of why I feel like the blue health trinkets are pretty good when you're starting out. Because each bench you're allowed to make a couple mistakes before you actually have to start thinking about your health. It's a very great beginner trinket. Now, on that note, there was discussion in, I believe it was the YouTube comments on the attack speed trinket, which increases your attack speed at the cost of, you know, basically requiring a tempo. People were saying once you get used to that, it becomes a very powerful trinket, and they're not wrong. I was actually using it for the new content, and it really does help out in terms of boss fights and stuff. But you kind of need it with another item to offset the knockback that you're going to face while using it. And it does tend to make me be way more accident-prone in boss fights, because instead of, you know, thinking of, okay, I'm going to attack now and then dodge when the boss fight thinks, it's just, I'm a front-load all this damage and not give a single fuck, yay. So
you'll die more than you are now on this flawless 100% playthrough.
Yes. Well, not now, because because this is a set of recordings from like a month and a half ago. So I haven't really, you know, done more new stuff yet. But still, like, people aren't wrong. It's a really good trinket. But now we're gonna see another disturbing combination. Do they upgrade now, or I don't remember.
Stinky babies.
You're not wrong, Travis.
Stinky babies.
More powerful stink babies. This is another...
So basically now you're just a summoner. You just get to hang back and let your babies do the work.
Yep, but you still have to get some soul in order to summon babies. So eventually you'll have to hit something with either your nail or the dream nail. But yeah, this is another one of the Dung Defender combo badges. It's pretty dope. Basically it increases the damage and adds a very light, a very short duration DOT at the end of it. And the only...
Thanks, sweeties.
Yep. And the only trade-off is that your babies are hideous.
Thank you, Stinky Mama.
Now, this is going to be a weird thing that I am actively asking the audience about, because I've never seen the result myself. What does that lever do? Like...
Opens the door?
Oh, like... I'm pretty sure it does... Oh, I know what it is now. That shortcut we just opened was blocked by a door on the other side, so it was just that. But I've never noticed the result of it before, and I've always just kind of wondered, well, what the heck is this thing for?
Why do I keep hitting it?
But yeah, it's kind of...
So the big flying things give birth to ambush bugs.
Yep. And when I first came here on my first playthrough, these things were the worst because I couldn't one-shot them. Took 3 hits before, and it was the worst. But by coming all the way out here, we get a bus pass.
Oh, I thought that was a movie theater.
I mean, I could see that, but yeah,
But it is the busted trammy.
Yes. So, I don't think I've explored them in detail, but there were 2 other areas that had trams that we couldn't go to because we didn't have a bus pass. Now we can use them. In fact, I believe the developers intended for you to get to the Ancient Basin by way of getting this bus pass and taking the train. But, you know, I don't do things the conventional way.
Excuse me, do your stinky babies also have passes?
No. But I could fit them in a bag.
Please don't bother.
You see that one trend that was going on like a couple months ago where...
Of stinky children?
No, oh god, no. That's always the thing. But
the new hip thing, stinky children.
In New York, they passed a law where you can't bring a dog on a bus unless he's able to fit in the bag. And then everybody was like, "Oh yeah, watch this." And then they put stuff like Dobermans and Huskies in giant bags, and they just sit there comfortably, happy even. I think one of the funniest ones is that they put like they put a greyhound in like a backpack, and this dude's just wearing his dog in his backpack, and the dog is just really happy to be here.
I mean, that is technically carrying around your stinky child.
Yeah. I really wish New York just kind of repealed that law and after seeing that response, but I don't think they did.
Hey, it just leads to great pictures, so who's to complain here?
Yeah. Now, I think we've done most of the optional stuff here. Now it's a matter of getting to the quote-unquote end area. And, due to how the plot works, I'm not gonna do that final thing in this level.
Except spike kill.
Yep. I'm just gonna drop in the spikes. Mainly because I remember seeing this back when the game was released, but in retrospect, maybe they were just talking bullshit because their dad works at Nintendo. There's apparently a...
Sorry?
It's an old rumor thing where people who would try to be cool will say, oh yeah, well this happens in this game. I know because my dad works at Nintendo.
Ugh.
But yeah, apparently... if you wait until you do the entire endgame segment, then do Deepnest, a bit of a story appears, and it's actually a bit of important story. That's kind of why I'm holding off on this.
The tale of the dark space and the stinky group.
So, I forget. No, we don't have it.
Oh!
These guys suck. If you have the regular charge attack, which I've yet to get, they're actually relatively easy because you just wait for them to open up, swing, and then dash away. But since I don't have that, they're a lot tougher. I have the dashing one, but that would just need really high precision distance zoning, and it's just not worth the effort. And that's gonna cause a lot of problems in this run.
I'm really digging the spooky music in this zone.
It's music to you?
Yeah.
To me, it's just a dude with a creepy violin.
That's music.
Yeah. And to be
That's what I call music volume scary.
and it does fit. Like, I won't disagree with that. It's very fitting. But to me, it's more like ambient noise rather than, you know, a soundtrack.
That's ambient music.
Yeah. I don't know. When I think of
It's designed specifically to elicit emotion, but it is music just by in theory.
yeah. I don't know.
It's not something you just put onto your MP3 player and just go, yeah! Man, I said MP3 player. Fuck me.
I mean, they still make them.
Yeah, remember Napster?
Oh, fuck yeah. I don't know. When I think
What
of...
if your baby still killed itself?
Did it? I didn't even notice. But yeah, one of the...
Translation, mine.
But yeah, basically when I think of video game music, I think of ridiculous stuff like any soundtrack from the Yeast games. Oh god, they do so much damage. Like, I never knew they did 2 damage, and that's because by this point in the game I usually have charge attack. And now that I don't, I kind of realize, man, these guys suck.
I shouldn't listen to the people on something awful. I should go where I want to go.
I don't know. I think this makes the game more fun because it puts me out of my comfort zone. And it's a great way to just show off how versatile this game is. Like, you could do a lot of shit in this game. There's no quote-unquote set path. And I think that's why I like it so much.
You might need to find some souls. Oh.
Well, see, I'd have souls, but they're going towards the production of babies. So you can see my plight here.
Can't tell you how many dads probably said that in the hospital.
I would have healed, but I just had to make babies. Actually, you know, that's not too far off.
Exactly.
I would have eaten dinner, but man, I just had to get my freak on.
Now that sounds like a good R&B song. Dinner got cold because I had to get my freak on.
On the note of actual, you know, discussion of this game, that gate there was actually taken out with the new update with the game. Also, I wonder if you could guess what I'm doing here.
You're charging soul.
To heal.
True desperation.
Mm-hmm.
Desperation, devastation.
Okay, what song is that? Because I know it, but I don't remember
What
it.
a baby we made when it all went wrong.
I'm never gonna know what that song is.
It's Metal Gear Solid 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember anything about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Nuclear, from the trailer.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen the trailer in forever. Shit. One last little dick move before we get to the final area.
Is to make more children. Zing!
So, this is the area that you're expected to do to progress the plot. I'm not gonna do it, but I do want to show off the area because it's still really neat.
I was thinking for a minute that this was going to lead to a Castlevania-esque fight known as Legion.
I don't know. Like, in terms of gravitas, Legion is pretty cool, but I kind of hate it from a gameplay perspective.
I always found them kind of fun. It's always so chaotic.
Yeah. I think the worst of it, though, is, what the hell's that lightning boss in Symphony of the Night?
Pikachu.
Oh yeah, this is a great bit of a story here. The stags hate the bus.
I can't look at him, he smells too bad.
I don't know, I just find it really funny that these guys are just so proud of being a public transport system that they hate the fact that they're being replaced by machines.
So they're the old men of the
Actually, you know,
of this world.
that's a very Paul Bunyan-esque thing, isn't it? Wait,
Paul Bunyan?
No, not Bunyan. Who's the dude?
What?
Who's the dude that did the railroad? Shit. Oh.
Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan's a lumberjack, I know, that's why I'm kind of... Oh, what the hell?
And man, remember when he had that giant blue bull they wouldn't ride around after the buses came out?
Oh, god damn it. Hang on. Oh, what the hell's the name of that? People are gonna yell at me in the comments for not knowing this. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The dude
Who invented the railroad?
No, no, it was a guy who... They were setting up the railroad to where it could be done by a steam-built machine, but this one guy was like, hell, I could probably put out more output than the machine. I'll show you. And it's like a very inspirational... I think Disney's done several things. Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Oh, he's bashful.
It's actually a she.
Oh. You're creepy.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I could find Paul Bunyan?
I hear
He's
he.
about yay tall.
I hear he hangs out in Canada. And yeah, there's a dirt. This is a dirty trick here. And also kind of funny because she registers as an enemy but has no hurt box.
I like this. Oh man, that must have been fun to record.
And she's gone.
I give up.
Lunch got away. I'm done.
So I'd like to put something in perspective. We were talking about how there are 3 pages of super awful forum about stalactite versus stalagmite. I wonder how many pages will be devoted to trying to explain that Paul Bunyan had nothing to do with the railroad.
Probably none because it's well established that I clearly got that name wrong. But someone is definitely going to correct me.
I don't know why I was thinking Daniel Boone when you mentioned that.
Okay,
And I just think of the Animaniacs episode where it's like, Daniel Boone was a great big jerk. Yes, a great big
Hang on a
jerk.
second. I'm going to Google this because this is bugging the hell out of me.
Ha! You actually did actually make fun.
Okay, folk tales about the railroad.
Paul Bunyan.
John Henry. Though in retrospect, that's actually...
Now I'd rather stick to your former history. It sounds more interesting.
Paul Bunyan came down from Canada to help with the railroad with his axe.
Just thought, you know, you know what? If someone would say I don't need the railroads, I could do it myself. It'd be a 20-foot tall man with a giant blue ox. You know.
Oh yeah, he did have a blue ox. I actually forgot about that. Folklore's really weird. You know who Mighty Casey is?
Zote.
In a way, yes, but no. Mighty Casey's a story about a baseball player who is famous for talking mad shit but striking out at the pivotal moment. And I met a lot of people that don't know who that guy is.
Talk mad shit, but can't back it up. Oh, hi.
I just kind of wish his message was, this is great.
Nah, me no biz.
Though he just outright says it like, man, this is great.
Quirrell seems like the most positive of Bug Souls.
Yeah.
Take it for yourself.
He's just a very positive fellow that, you know, like you, is exploring.
많아 좀 줄어 나는. 많아 좀 줄어.
I also do like the fact that he just put his sword by the bench. It's a very small detail, but it's just something that I'm glad that they did.
It looks like you need a bath. You and children really stink. Also, when did you give birth to so many children? I also question, how are you giving birth to more children as you're in the tub?
Oh, they're gone.
It's too bad they didn't just stay there. They just wouldn't respawn.
An interesting little detail, if you stay at a bench for long enough, we do know that Hollow Knight himself kind of sleeps at a bench, and if you move it, wakes him up. But if you have the womb badge equipped, the kids also sleep. There's just like a lot of...
Our lives are short.
Life is meaningless. We must help the master. God, that's a little dark.
Remember the folklore of Paul Bunyan riding the stalactite on the roof? Actually, no, the stalagmite on the roof, not the stalactite. Stalactite's on the floor.
No, it's stalactite.
And he was writing that. No, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, this LP's going in weird places. I don't know how to feel. But yeah, that was a good 90% of Deepnest. The last 10 are going to be a little bit next video, and then the endings. But yeah, Deepnest is pretty cool. You can see why I avoided it for so long, because early parts of the game, it's kind of devastating, but man, it's still one of the neater areas.
It's the one I feel like the designers had fun designing, but realized, ooh, I'm going to be mean in this. Ooh, I'm going to be mean in this.
It is definitely intended to be the last level. Like, in terms of like design and everything else, this is not the right comparison, but just in terms of like level design, it feels a lot like Anor Londo, where the game's just like, I'm going to ramp up now, and you're going to have to deal with it.
Well, I look forward to future Indiana Jones-esque adventures.
Indeed, with our buddy Hollow Knight. See you next episode, where I honestly forget what's the next one. Let's check out real quick.
Kalima.
Yes, yeah.
Kalima.
The next episode where Hollow Knight tears out someone's heart. Oh yeah.
And
next episode is
then
a
they fall
bonus
off a
area.
bridge and get eaten by crocodiles. And then they ride in mine carts to avoid fighting someone who has a burning heart stone.
Oh man. It's great that you bring up the whole minecart thing, because La Mulana actually has a level where you fight on a minecart.
Nice.
But yeah.
Do you have to eat like shaved ice monkey brains?
No, sadly.
I need to rewatch Temple of Doom.
Hell yeah. But yeah, next time on Hollow Knight is actually a bonus level that surprised me when I was exploring. See you folks next time.